Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast brought to you by LABATT Blue Light. And what's funny, Chris, is that this is not a hockey podcast today. This is apparently a circus podcast because we are not talking about a hockey game. We are talking about the most pathetic and embarrassing display of the sport that we have seen all playoffs long. What a shit show. What a fun time, however, in Edmonton at Rogers Place. The barn was going nuts. The fans are going crazy. People are ripping up and down the streets right now, honking their horns, waving the car flags, going crazy. The bars are going to be a disaster tonight, and the Florida Panthers have to answer for the absolute jackassery buffoon show that we just watched. What do you have to say?
I have one thing to say, Dan.
Talk to me. Is that you dancing in elbow room? Go, 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 go. Ooh, doo-doo, 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 boom, 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 boom. Doo-doo, 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 oot, 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 oot. How do you feel?
Dude, hold on. I'm going back into headphones. Dude, actually talk. Make sure I can still hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? You got to talk into your microphone, though, you dumb bitch.
Dude, I wanted it so bad. You know what, man? I've actually been dying because I told the Oilers fans to get before this series started. I said, get, and we got here, and you were like, you're going to get a beer dumped on your head, which hasn't happened yet, by the way. And every Oilers fan that I've met has been so nice to us, truly.
Amazing.
And about halfway through the conversation of them being so nice, love your show, love everything you guys are doing, really appreciate you guys being here, they always go, you are a prick to us, though. Like, they know. Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I guess they don't know. But, like, they know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
they know.
Maybe it's the Canadian kindness, dude. But I'm telling you, man. And I said Panthers in 5. I still think it's Panthers in 5. We'll get to that. But I am, like, coming before we landed here, I was like, the Oilers can get swept and I don't give a shit. Whatever, dude. And we got here and I was like, man, we need a win. We need a win, Dan. We need a win. And I could not be happier for the fans, for the city, for the Oilers players themselves, and least importantly, for us, because it was sick to see Rogers Place at its full power. At its full capacity,
Amazing.
At its full ability, dude.
Amazing.
8-1. What was it? 9-10-1? What was it? 15-1? How many of those goals? 25 tonight?
Dude, might as well.
Hard to keep track.
They hung a snowman. They hung a snowman, and you love to see it.
Sick, dude.
I want to echo all of that. I couldn't be happier to be here in Edmonton at Rogers Place with these amazing fans. I'm so happy that we saw a win here in Edmonton. If not for any other reason than the fact that people would have burned the city down and beat their fucking spouses if we didn't have this win. I mean, you could tell after a Game 3 loss, we went out to the bars here in Edmonton and we saw about 17 fights. And I was like, Jesus
for real.
Christ,
that's not a lie. Do people think you're exaggerating right now? That is not a lie.
Oh, yeah, that was not an exaggeration.
Multiple fights.
It was like every bar we went to, multiple fights. So I'm glad that we're hopefully not going to see that tonight. It's going to be a lot of happy people tonight.
Maybe I might fight someone tonight.
And I do mean these fans, man, this city, we've had the fortune of going to a lot of different cities, a lot of different barns over the last couple of years with Empty Netters. Top 5. Rogers Place and these people of Edmonton, CP, top 5 across the board. So to give them this win, to have them get this moment, fantastic. I'm so happy that we got to be a part of it and we get to witness it. Now, that said, I need people to know for the rest of this episode, if you are an Oilers fan, don't take any offense to me maybe not giving credit where you think it's due. And if you're a Panthers fan, do not take offense to the things that I'm about to say about your team.
Or do, because you're fired up. Yeah, you're fired up.
40-minute rant on how utterly embarrassing and pathetic that this Game 4 performance was by this Florida Panthers team. Like, what a fucking clown car we just watched, and every single one of them should be in that locker room right now getting pee-pee whacked by Paul Maurice. And if they're not, and if they're going to pull this...
You know they are, dude.
I don't know that they are, because this
From
is what
Paul?
I'll say. Dude, this is what I'll say. And hindsight's 20/20, always. Because if they win in 5, they will always get to look back and go, dude, remember Game 4? What a joke. Like, they get to laugh about it. But right now, I'm like, you've humiliated yourselves. And I don't give a shit if you win this series. Tell me, Chris, go back and look at when Tampa beat Montreal in 5. Go back and look at when Vegas beat Florida in 5. Did you see a performance like this in the one loss? I mean, holy shit.
No.
So let's get into the fact that this is what we know. And clip this, Redmond, because this is the clip. This is the highlight of this episode. The boys got cocky. This Florida Panthers team had already booked a table at Hakkasan. They had rescheduled their flight to go straight to Vegas after the Cup celebration on the ice tonight, and they were ready to fucking rip it up in Sin City, bringing Lord Stanley up and down the Vegas Strip. And they were ready to fucking peacock their way into a Stanley Cup winning celebration, and they got ahead of themselves. They got a little over their skis, and look at that. They tipped forward, and they tumbled down the mountain, and they got a fucking snowman capped on top of their heads, and they got absolutely shit pumped by the Edmonton Oilers and fucking embarrassed, dude. And it's okay. It happens. Sometimes you get a little cocky. You get a little ahead of yourselves. And I want it to be very clear that this Florida Panthers team started planning the parade a little bit too early, and now they're getting fucking pee-pee whacked as they should, because they just got fucking dog walked up and down Edmonton, Alberta.
Dude, got their tips crossed, Dan. Got their
Crossed 'em
tips
up, dude.
crossed.
Hey, Chris,
And
they pizzaed when they should have French fried. And
yeah, and
now
you're gonna
they're
have a
having
bad time. Bro, and we don't need to air too much out here, but yes, this Panthers team expected to win tonight. They were making arrangements to win tonight. Felt like Edmonton wasn't a fun enough place to celebrate the Cup.
And
now you got
CP.
bigger problems. You got much bigger problems about which club you're celebrating it. Well,
CP,
I'm not that worried, but
let me interrupt you, because I'm willing to get cocky here ourselves and say this isn't speculation. This is the Empty Netter boys doing a little rumor talk. And I'm telling you right now, this...
Don't blast anybody.
I'm not going to blast anybody, but I am going to blast the team, because the fucking parade and party planning was happening. This is not us going, oh, yeah, no, we think. Oh, no. They were fucking planning the party, dude. They were planning the party, and now they go, oh, shit, we got to go home.
And that's what happens. And that's also what happens when in Game 3, you get a 5-minute major, and then you take a penalty and give up a goal. And then in Game 4, you get an immediate peep and then give up a shorty. Don't even get me fucking started on either power play, frankly, but don't even get me fucking started on the Panthers power play in this series. I know the Oilers PK is at 99.9 repeating percent. Dude, the Oilers PK is not good, period. 15th in the league. They're going to be 15th in the league next year. Middling bullshit. And you certainly can't be going negative in a clinch game. In a clinch game, Dan. They weren't ready to play, period. Now, I was on the Oilers tonight. You were on the Oilers tonight. I did lose $1,000 tonight, by the way. I'll just toss that in there real quick. Thought there would be an empty netter. And even at like 5-1, I was like, there's going to be an empty netter still, because like it'll get close. It'll get 4-5-3, 5-2, maybe they pull him. I lost 1,000 to nothing. It was a fucking nightmare. My point is the Panthers were not ready to play tonight, and I was on the Oilers tonight. I'm happy, and I wanted to see them get a lead, and they did. The shorty. Dude, can I talk about that shorty real quick?
Please.
We've given the Panthers power play so much shit. Outrageous pinch. I want to say by Verhaeghe.
It was, dude, and thank you for saying that. It was such a bad fucking pinch.
Outrageous pinch, Dan. He didn't even have a prayer at winning that
No,
foot race.
And there was also, Chris, there was no need. There was no need to be like, I got to go get this. It was such a bad decision. It was also just a bad play, just trash all around.
And a pretty heady play by Brown, because you could have just, if you're Brown, if that's me, honestly, I win that foot race and I just ice it. It's heady play by Brown to be like, I'm so far ahead of you here, I could just chip this by you and get a 2-on-1.
Absolutely.
So really heady play by Brown, really heady poise by Brown as he like waits out Bob. And I wouldn't, and I'm
Honestly,
sure
if Barkov doesn't go, or actually, I think it was
it's Montour, I think.
If Montour doesn't go careening into Bob, I don't think that pass gets.
It's not a goal. And dude, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think any coach in their right mind would be like, that's a bad play by Montour. But I allow me, Dan, non-NHL coach, to say, dude, I can't have it's no offense. It's Brown and Yanmark. Like, I don't need you careening into Bob during this play. I just need you to play D, take the lane away, and let Brown shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bob hasn't given up a fucking goal, a pure goal in 1,000 years, except for Ekholm shooting it through his belly button, Ekholm pumping it through his umbilical cord and then out his spine. That's the only time he's been scored on. So just give him one step towards Brown to make him think about it, take the Yanmark pass away, and then say, I dare you to shoot it on Bob. And unless you somehow Luke Skywalker it through the fucking belly button portal again, this is probably not going in. But instead he goes, what if I slid into Bob, knocked him out of the goal? What would happen then?
What
then?
then?
They were like this. The Edmonton would in fact score
What
shorty.
Then? What
Bang.
then? So
then you get Henrique, right? That was the second one, I think so.
Yes.
And now, Dan, finally we got. I said before the game, I was like, I want a lead. I want a real lead. I want a 1-0. Panthers are scary. Boom, real lead. Place went nuts at 2-0. Like, that's maybe the loudest I had heard it in a minute. Like 2-0. That might have even been 4-3. Got really loud in game 3, but that was really good. And I'm like, okay. I don't think the Oilers are scoring more than 3-4 goals in this game. We've got 2 in the first. Is amazing. 1st to 3 wins. We always say that. Bang, Tarasenko tip, and I'm like, oh fuck, of course it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight. And then it went 3-1 in the first, right? Like
yes.
Holloway got so like, dude, like all of a sudden they have 3 goals in the first fucking period, and I was like, holy shit, dude, they have 4 goals coming in the series coming into tonight. So it felt different. It felt like a team playing with their fucking life on the line, and a team playing with, they were like, whatever, dude. I thought we were gonna roll. I thought Edmonton was gonna roll over. I thought we'd won this series already, and nothing has been more evident than the first period of that game for me. This episode of the Empty Netters podcast is brought to you by the crisp Canadian taste of LABATT Blue Light. Dan and I are here in Edmonton. Everywhere we go in Rogers Place, it's Molson this, Molson that. When we get out with the people of Canada, that's when we get our hands on a LABATT Blue Light, and it brings me such great joy, I can't even tell you. When I'm watching the game, when I'm hanging with my new friends, when I'm hanging with my boys, it is the #1 light beer that I have been craving for the last few months. You cannot miss with this thing. I'm telling you, find your favorite cooler, grab a couple bags of ice, stock it full with LABATT Blue Light, and you cannot go wrong. Taking a quick break to talk to you guys about Bauer Hockey. Ever heard of it? Bauer Hockey, the #1 name in the game. And their training supplies are off the charts right now. Check it out. I'm serious. Go to bauer.com/training and you will lose your mind at the options they have. I don't care if you just learned hockey or if you're the best player in the NHL. Bauer training will change your game. It will take you to a level you didn't even think possible, okay? They've got the reactor slide board. If you're trying to go and really get the stride going, be chugging 200-foot game, okay? They also have the digital reactor dangler. If you need to get the hands right, you're stick handling with the top hand. That's how you do it. That's what people don't know. You stick handle with the top hand. You get the toey going. You get the backhand toey going. You get the forehand backhand. How's your dad? How is he? You got that going with the digital reactor dangler. And that's the tip of the iceberg. They have so much stuff there. Go check it out. Find out what you need to get your game to the next place you want it to be, and then put your order in and use promo code EMPTY. That's EMPTY at checkout, and you get free shipping. How sick is that?
Yeah, I mean, they go up 2-0, and then credit, of course, who makes that play happen, Forsling. But just such a sick tip by Vlad. Makes it 2-1. And it feels like, okay, shit start, but maybe that woke Florida up. And then no, in fact, it was just like, that was just one moment of brief good hockey. Literally maybe the one. Like the one moment of the entire game by that Panthers team of good hockey. And they get that goal, and it was like, okay, here we go. And then bang, immediately Holloway gets on the board, and it was like, oh, dude, we are done here. Like, I turned to everybody in the arena that we were with, and I was like, we're done. Like, let's go to Florida now. Like, this is over.
Yep.
And it obviously continues. Like, I don't even know if we want to break down this game because it was such a joke. Like, there's no need to get into the ins and outs of this game. And this is where I said in the beginning, I don't want any Oilers fans to be like, what, dude? You're not going to take time to talk about all of our 8 goals? No, I'm not. Your goals were scored by fucking Janmark, Henrique, Holloway, McDavid on a shit turnover. Good shot, shit turnover.
Good pass, good shot.
Yep.
And dude, fucking, I'm not gonna give McDavid a hard time at all because I said score a fucking goal, you pavo, if you're gonna be the best player in the league in your first finals. I don't give a fuck if Forsling is trying to clear one. He rims it around the boards. It hits a stanchion, shoots out in front, hits McDavid in the temple, and goes in. Score a fucking goal.
Get on the board.
And he did. So I got nothing to say. Sick shot, great pass, nice legs in the neutral zone. Boom. Did his job. And by the way, why don't we just get into this right now? McDavid has 38 points.
No, come on. Don't steal my spotlight. I'm saving that for the end of the episode because fuck you, bitch.
Dude, all right, we'll come back to that. I am fucking shook.
Yeah,
but anyway, he scored. He scored. And good for him, dude, because he had to. He absolutely had to.
Yeah. My point being, before you interrupted me, you horny bitch, McDavid gets that goal. Then Nurse scores. Then,
dude,
shut up, dude. Just let me get through this score sheet. Then Nuge.
Why?
After the sleepy fucking Panthers team is on the PK, and they're just like, what's the point of doing anything? And, would you look at that? McDavid does the wheel around, kicks it out to Dry. Dry puts one on net. Crossbar, back of fucking Stolarz falls down, and then Nuge taps it in. And then I will say on Holloway's goal, putrid pass by McDavid. Just like, gets it on the outside, just one touches it back into the middle, Holloway scores, and then McLeod gets the 8th. There we go, guys. That's it. That's the score sheet. 8-1, absolute fist fucking by Edmonton. And here we are. We're headed back to Sunrise. Dude, let's just take a moment and talk about this Bozo the Clown, dude. Put on your big red nose and your big shoes, maybe a bow tie and yellow suspenders. And let's talk about the fucking clown performance by this Florida Panthers team.
The Panthers should have to travel to Edmonton in one Volkswagen Beetle. The entire team.
Yes.
Stuff them all in one Volkswagen Beetle. Make them drive all the way to from Edmonton to Fort Lauderdale and get out with their big red shoes and their white face paint the whole way. And then they can parade into I don't know what that arena is called anymore, but they can all parade into the arena.
Pack in and head on down to the south. This is what I want to say, dude. And I'm going to compare this to the NBA right now.
I'm
going to compare this to the NBA
because you were hot and bothered last night.
I'm a Celtics fan, and I've got some of my fucking green team, pink hat Celtics fan buddies screaming at me after Game 4 by the Celtics. This is my stance. It is not easy to sweep a team, ever, in my opinion, ever, let alone in the final. If you're in the final, you're a phenomenal team. I don't give a shit.
And so is the other team, theoretically.
Well, yeah, because that's if you're in the final, that includes 2 teams. You fucking knobhead. If you're in the final, you're a great team. Spare me on injuries. Spare me on this, that. You're a great team. So if you sweep someone in the finals, I mean, Jesus Christ. We haven't seen it, what, CP, in the NHL since 1998? Is that right?
Yeah, 4 sweeps in a row. 95, 96, 97, 98.
Which is like one of the craziest stats
Bonkers.
in the NHL. It is so crazy to get a sweep in the NHL. So I'm not saying that like that should have happened. If you lose a game in the final, in the playoffs, I don't give a shit. If you lose a straight up game, I don't give a shit. But if you come out when Lord Stanley's in the building and you play like that, you deserve momentarily to get trashed on.
Yeah.
You deserve ridicule. And if you win in game 5,
You deserve praise.
yes. And also, you don't deserve, if I'm one of the people being like this, you guys are dipshits. You played like shit in game 4. And then they win in game 5. People don't deserve to then come to me and go, you fucking idiot, you loser, you were talking shit after game 4. I'm like this.
You don't get to cheer for them. You don't get to be a part of this celebration. I'm like, yeah, I do.
think that is the lamest pink hat take in the world because I'm like, did I say that they lost the series? Did I say that it's all over? No, I said you played like fucking dipshits in game 4.
You were a clown.
And you deserve to hear that. And this is what we said about Maurice earlier. I hope Maurice isn't going, whatever, guys. Like, what a joke. We'll go back to Florida. Even if this is part of the script, dude, if they're like, we wanted to win in Florida the whole time.
No. And you know it's not. Yep.
I would love it if Panthers fans are saying that right now.
I hate that shit so much.
We wanted to win in Florida.
They wanted to lose.
Chris, do you think...
Fuck you talking about, dude?
Yes. Do you think a professional sports team in the Stanley Cup Finals going, yeah, let's let this team hang 8 on us. Let's let Connor McDavid get, what did he have, CP? 4 points in this fucking game? No
I think so, yeah.
fucking chance. That was a pathetic performance. I think the Panthers are the better team. And yes, my money is on them taking this series still. That is a bad performance. And they know it. That's my thing. They know it and they deserve to know it.
Couple things for you. You brought up a few. Nursey, dude. Sarah in the building. She was going crazy.
Sarah glass banging. Love it.
That was actually really sick to see.
Yeah, we were with Sarah last night. If you guys aren't dialed into the PW yet, you're clowns. And Sarah Nurse is just such a fucking weapon, like both on the ice and as a human being. So cool hanging with her last night and then seeing her at the barn while Darnell absolutely nip jobs one and then seeing her Selly. How cool is that?
We posted the other day with Merles that we want to move Nurse up to wing.
Yeah.
Got a lot of heat for it.
Get him in the offense.
What can you say now, dude? What can you say now?
Beautiful.
Get him up there, dude. Get him up there. Dude, that was sick.
Follows McDavid into the zone, grabs that.
Hell of a shot.
Absolutely.
And Dan, I'm not sugarcoating it. He's been horrible. He's been horrible. But what a feeling that must have been for him, right? Like you know you haven't played well.
So good.
And just and not like that goal was the difference, but just fucking Christ, dude. That must have just been an all-time moment on the boys. I know he got a few extra daps. Everybody knows the situation, and it's like, fuck yeah, dude, that was a great moment. So that's one of those nights where it's going. You know what I mean, dude? Like, when you'd have a game where it's like fucking early peeper maybe, and then like your third line gets one, and then like your goalie makes a paddle save, and just like only 6 minutes into the game, and you're like, oh, we winning. Like, with this, the boys are absolutely in one. When Nurse scored, it was probably over anyway. What was it, the 5th? I'll look right now. He had
5th, I think.
5th, yeah. But dude, so it was probably over 5-1. But when Nursey scored, I was like, dude.
Oh yeah, I was like
that's.
I mean, dude, like let's be honest. Nurse has had.
Did it.
He's had a tough year, tough playoffs.
Yeah.
And when he scored, that entire arena was like, Nurse.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Holy fuck. Okay, next thing, dude. And I really want your take on this. Bob yanked. Bob's like this. Here's my impression of Bob this game. What's the deal with airline food? And then the tomatoes started coming from the glass seats. And then Paul got the fucking...
You see the hook comes out.
Paul got the hook, dude.
Nabs him.
What's the deal with airline food? You know how his body's like cartoonishly still there?
Yeah.
Is like the outline of his body.
Oh, yeah.
Yanked. Dude, famously, Vasi is like another Russian psycho. Is like, leave me in, dude. I want to see more shots. Don't fucking pull me. I hate that they see me get pulled. Leave me in. Bob goes, good day, sir. Get me the fuck out of here. Where do you stand on that?
Get him out. I love how Vassie's like that, but if you're not Vassie, like, I don't know if Bob is like that. If Bob is like that, then leave him in.
And
But
he's
I don't
pissed
really,
at Paul.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of the game here. I'm not going to be super hard on Bob. Like we said, even that first one, it was like, you know, what can he do? Fucking Montour
Montour slid
careening
into him.
And then
Second one was a centering pass, nothing. Holloway
Just
was
like
that backhand toey that Bob got a lot of, but I'm not sure there's much he can do there. It was just the next two was like the McDavid shot, the Nurse shot, and neither are bad shots, but like those were the two that were just like clean shots.
Yeah. He didn't play well at all.
It was 5 goals on 11 shots.
The one thing I will say is funny is after that Game 3 performance, dude, we just saw all these stats. I mean, Big Head Hockey. Shout out Big Head Hockey. We love them.
Oh, I know what you're going to say, yeah.
They tweeted a premature tweet. Like, they tweeted his stat. Like, they were like, Bob's playoff stats, 984 save percentage or something. And that was, like, through 2 periods. And then he let in fucking 3 goals or 2 goals. And it was like, well, it's not that anymore. It's like 952. So that was already premature. But everyone's just absolutely sucking Bob's cock. They're like, Bob, unbelievable. One of the great playoff performers of all time.
Yep.
Lock Hall of Famer, 2-time Vezina, Stanley Cup winner, likely Conn Smith winner. Blah. Everyone is just slobbing. I'm going to do it again. You know what I'm about to do.
Joke, dude.
Going crazy on Bob. And then comes out and shits all
50%.
over himself, dude.
50% save percentage.
Just so bad.
Let me find it exactly.
And again,
it doesn't matter.
Not all on Bob. It's on the team. But that was a poopy diaper performance by everyone on Florida, including Bob.
688.
So
it was only 4. Fuck. Or no. Oh no, yeah, it was 5. Dude, so I couldn't agree more. Get him out. I am not in that bullshit at all, bro.
Yank.
Get him the fuck out of the game. I might have pulled them. No, because they're such a comeback team. Like, even after 4-1, it was probably the right time. Because 4-1, McDavid goes 4-1 top of the second. You could have yanked him there, but the Panthers are so good, and there's so much time left that I was like, maybe. 5-1, peace, see you later. Save the legs, kid. He's completely fine.
Oh, dude, this game was over at 3-1 by
I know, but the Panthers are so good that it's just reckless to pull Bob.
That dude, at 2-0, I'm with you. Panthers are so good. I was like, they're fine, dude. Like, 2 goals in the first period, whatever. They're asleep. They then immediately scored, and I was like, yep, and here you go. And then the second right after that, it became 3-1. I was like, oh, they're dead. Like, they are completely asleep. This game's over. Edmonton.
If they had pulled Bob after that third goal in the first period, and you were like, this is good call, good decision, I would have punched you in your noggin, dude.
What did I say that?
I said it was probably the right time to pull him because it wasn't over till 5-1, and you said it was over at 3-1. And I'm like, and then I said, you can't pull Bob, though.
And I didn't say pull him there. I was just saying, like, you're dead, dude.
Yeah. So get him the fuck out, dude. It was the right call. It is completely fine. I have no issue with that. Also, actually, before we get into this, talk to me about your McDavid bet. Time is now.
Boys.
I'm so shook. I can't believe it. I've been getting texts. I've been fielding texts. We've been getting DMs. Hey, Dan, start sunblocking your fucking bare bottom, you dumb bitch. And now McDavid's got 38 points with another game minimum. Another game.
Squad. It is real good to be me.
Well, not that good.
Oh, dude. Oh, buddy. Let me ask you a question, Chris.
I was actually getting nervous tonight, Dan. Like, I hit a point where I was like,
as you should have been.
He might score like 7 points tonight. This is some bullshit, dude.
Let me ask you a question. In elimination games this series, I'm not even going to do you dirty and bring it to other series. In elimination games in this series, how many points per game is Connor averaging?
When his team is facing elimination?
Yeah.
We had fucking 4 tonight, so that skews it. Fucking dumbass.
It's a stat. It's a stat, though.
2.3.
No, it's 4.
He's getting 4 a game?
Yeah, in elimination games of this series.
Oh, this series. I thought you said this playoffs.
No.
Okay, yeah, fair.
4. So when we head to Sunrise and play on Monday in an
Tuesday.
elimination game, or Tuesday, and we're in an elimination game, and I only need 2 more points to put you in a blow-up Tyrannosaurus Rex costume working out on Muscle Beach, I feel pretty good. I need him to play. Say something. Shut up.
Yeah, I got you, you stupid idiot.
I am.
That's a fucking pump fake.
Dumb
You a little
bitch.
pump fake bitch.
I just fouled you, and now
You a
you're
little pump fake
now
bitch.
you're shooting 3 at the fucking line. I need him to play at 50%, and I'm gonna win this bet. You stupid bitch, dude. Imagine betting against Connor. I didn't even need 7 games. I needed 5.
What brings me such joy is my dream. My dream was 39 because I was trying to maximize the time that you had to have anal beads hanging out of your bare ass while you're back squatting.
Your costume for me is going to involve anal penetration
and a ball gag.
Ball gag.
You were gonna be the.
I'm fine with.
You were gonna be,
Jesus
dude. Who's
Christ?
Who's the what's it called in
The Gimp?
The geek. No, the geek.
You want me to be the geek?
You are gonna be the geek, dude. Shout out Joe Kelly. Dude.
Actually, you just put a great idea in my head. I'm so upset for you. Everyone is like this. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna work out at Muscle Beach in like a Borat costume, like we've said, or like some form of banana hammock or a ridiculous costume. I'm going to just dress you up as like a disgusting, decrepit, drug addict, homeless person, and be like this. Go in there and work out for an hour, dude.
Yeah,
and it's not. No one's gonna find it funny.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Just gonna be humiliating for you. I'm gonna sacrifice content for the sake of your personal humiliation. I want you to be in there, and I want to see nothing but the slow teardrop falling down your face as you go, what has my life become?
Smudging, running, making the dirt that you've smeared across my face run.
Just there's a clear line. We can see your skin tone for the first time in years.
Dude, I'll tell you.
The gunk, the muck, washing away with one single tear.
I'll tell you, dude, I was sad after game 1 that you were only going to have to work out for 31 minutes because I was praying for 39. And now I'm happy that I'm going to get my wish because when the Panthers win in game 5, the Oilers are probably only score 1 goal, maybe 2, but McDavid's not having 2 points. So he's going to have an assist on the first one and they're going to lose fucking 4-1. And it's 39 minutes maximum time that I get to put you up in there. And it's going to be awesome.
He's going to score.
And I needed this. I needed this adversity.
He's going to score exactly 2 points. I need you to know that. He's going to score
1
exactly
point.
2. Exactly 2.
Needed this adversity. And it's going to be
so
fucking
tough.
great.
It's going to be so tough.
Okay. Here's what else I have for you.
Hold on. One thing that I really want to point out is this. This is a huge win for the Oilers. They didn't get swept. That's amazing. They got a win in front of the home crowd. Who knows what's going to happen, but they believe in themselves. Connor Brown had that absolutely unhinged quote. He's like, we think that we've outplayed them every single game. And I'm here to say, I would say this to his fucking face. Connor Brown, you're out of your fucking mind.
You are a buffoon.
If you think you've outplayed this team, you are fucking moronic.
You are so much worse.
But I love the play. I love that comment because he's going, we believe, dude. And then he comes out and would you look at that? He makes a game-winning and game-changing play on the first goal. So, like, that is where you fucking put your money where your mouth is. The bottom 6 has been showing up for Edmonton. And boy, oh boy, did they show up tonight. Like we did when we read off those goals, dude. The bottom 6 on this fucking team. And obviously we got guys like Fogel's playing with Draisaitl and shit like that. But like these role players, they are standing up, man. They are showing up. And I'll tell you what, dude, if you're Florida and you are undoubtedly every Oilers fan, before this win, you would have agreed with this. So calm down if you're about to get mad about this. Undoubtedly, this Panthers team is the better team.
Oh, my God.
But if you're going to get scrappy and you're going to draw this out, this is how you do it. You do it with your role players outperforming Florida's role players. And the last 2 games, they sure as shit are outperforming them. I mean, dude, I will say it again. I'll circle back to my fucking rant from earlier. I don't give a fuck if they end up and win this in 5. Florida. Getting dummied to the tune of a snowman 8-1 loss is, in hockey,
Yeah.
is unacceptable, soldier. That's fucking brutal, dude. Win or lose.
Yep.
Brutal. And at the end of the day, winning is all that matters. And if and when the Panthers win the cup, they'll go, who gives a fuck about that game 4? We got to go home and win on home ice. Or we went back to Edmonton in game 6, and all that matters is winning, and that is true. But I will say that you can always go back and look at this game 4 and go, we had a chance to close it out. We had a chance to fucking be dogs like the 98, the 97, the 96, and the 95 teams and go, just fucking win, dude. Slam the fucking door shut. And not only did you not slam the door shut, you actually turned it into a double door saloon that doesn't even have a hinge and just let it be open at all times. And you got fucking bitch slapped. 8-1. All right, squad. By now, you know we have teamed up with BetMGM all season long, and BetMGM has always hooked us up with the best action in the game. It's without a doubt the best sports betting platform that exists, and BetMGM always makes sure that we are taken care of with the best props, with the best situations, and right now, if you bet up to $1,500, you can lose all of that money. And BetMGM will give it back to you and let you play all over again. What more could you possibly want from a sports gambling platform? BetMGM have been the best friends in the world to us, and they're going to be the best friends to you. So make sure you sign up right now using the promo code NETTERS and get in on this action with us. BetMGM is taking care of us while we hit all of these empty net prop bets, all of these amazing Stanley Cup final situations, and everything else in between. Get in the family with us. It's a blast. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia. First bet offer for new customers only, subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
The only thing that I will say is if you are I'm glad that McDavid scored.
Yeah.
And RNH got a goal, which was like almost time in. Like they were both kind of right there. Draisaitl hit the crossbar even like that. That was good shit from those guys. But they still didn't wow me a ton. I know that sounds crazy. They won 8-1, but I'm not like, oh, the Oilers stars really got going in this game. And what did the fucking shots finish as? I'll try to pull it up right now. But it was like 35-33 Oilers. Like I didn't even think the Oilers were all over the Panthers in this game. You know, like it's so crazy. I'm like, I don't even know what happened here.
CP, we opened this episode calling this a clown. Like we're doing
it's a clown show.
The Empty Netters podcast is doing a rodeo episode. That was not a hockey game, dude. That was
So,
not a hockey game. That was a joke.
I think Paul Maurice goes into the locker room and screams at the boys. I don't think he says it's fine. I don't think anybody of the boys are saying it's fine. But I am like, and I don't think you're saying this, but I would happily bet anybody that the Panthers hammer fuck the Oilers in Game 5.
Oh, really?
I don't even think it will be a close game. I think they will fucking murder them. I probably will bet on a Bob shutout. And I think this couldn't be more done if the Panthers had won tonight. That's how done this series is. And I'm saying it right here. The only scary thing is Verhaeghe scored like the first goal of this series, I think. No points since.
Hey, you going to give me an apple on this?
Yeah, and then Tkachuk, which I was talking to you about, that had that good play on the Bennett goal the other night. But like Bennett broke that pass up, and then Tkachuk just passed it to him. His only point of the series. Those are the bus and 10 boys, dude. Specifically, those two guys.
Thank you, Chris. Listen, dude.
Come on. If I'm going to get on Draisaitl and McDavid, and if we're going to be dogging them,
yep, we're doing it right back. Because
fucking dog Verhaeghe and Tkachuk.
When your team's winning and when you're making plays elsewhere, like sure it's fine, but now you've lost, and not only have you got lost, you got spanked. You got your pants pulled down in front of the entire class, and you got your bare bottom spanked, and now it's red. It looks like a red tablecloth at an Italian restaurant. It is bright red. You got a nice spanking. And when you look at this team and you go, who are the big dogs? Who are the guys who are supposed to be scoring? You got Carter Verhaeghe, as you just said, scored the first goal of the series, has done jack shit since. You got Matthew Tkachuk, jack shit all series as far as scoring goals.
Yep.
You're through 4 games, boys. You still might win in 5, as we have said. But I'll tell you the way that you make sure you win in 5. You wake up. You wake up and you start doing your fucking job. Like you said, Bus and 10 boys. These are your sub-zero stone cold killers. Your assassins. And now you're in an elimination game. You got a chance to win the first Stanley Cup in your franchise history. And now, Chris, let's talk about this. I'm being dramatic, but that's what I do. I have a flair for drama. In your franchise's history, you've played in 1 game where you have a chance to bring Lord Stanley home.
Nice.
That's the performance.
Ooh. Yeah, nice call. And dude, Dan,
listen, like I just called it out. It's being dramatic, but dude, that's real, dude. That's a real fucking thing. I'm going to drop the shtick. I'm going to drop joking around for 1 second. That's real. And that's okay, because like we said, and we've said it a million times in this episode, at the end of the day, winning is all that fucking matters. Just do your fucking job and win and bring the hardware home. So maybe they do it in game 5. But ultimately, there are no asterisks in this life. Only scoreboards. You can't have this opportunity and perform like that. So thank God you're up 3-0, right, boys?
Yep.
You get another chance here.
At home.
You get another one after that, and then after that, if it gets to it, oh shit. So
dude,
make sure you go home in game 5, you take your licking and you go, we're not going to be the guys that when we have a chance to fucking get it done, we perform like dickheads. We did one stupid thing. We got a little cocky. We were looking at the casino floor. We were looking at Hakkasan. We were looking at the Vegas lights. We got a little distracted. So we went home and we took care of business. That's what you got to do. If you're Florida, that is what must be going through your head right now. Because if you go into game 5 and then 2 times, Chris, in your franchise's history, you have a chance to bring Lord Stanley home and you poo-poo down your leg, now
you lose 10. You lose 10-1. Imagine losing 10-1 in game 5, Dan. And then game 6, you come back here, it's 23-2. And then game 7, anything can happen.
Chris, now we got a trend.
Imagine being outscored 33. Imagine being outscored 41-3 over 3 games and then believing in yourself in game 7. That's a tall task. And dude, Dan, Verhaeghe, by the way, had that 2-on-1 with Bennett. It was 2-1 Oilers in the first.
Oh my god.
2-on-1. Bennett, nice little sauce. Really
Chris,
nice Alfredo.
Hold on. I hate to do it again. You're fucking buzzing, dude.
Wow.
What
Something about Edmonton.
What the fuck?
Something about Edmonton,
How
man.
do you remember that play? We talked about it so many times before we hit record. How do you remember to bring that up? We even brought up Verhaeghe, and then we moved on. You let me put on my fucking thespian hat and my puffy collar and go on my little rant of the dramatics, and then you still bring it back to the Verhaeghe-Bennett play.
It was right here.
You had
in
it
my back pocket.
Look
at it. It was right here. I had it right here the whole time.
This guy's fucking buzzing.
Dude, Bennett sent that nice, creamy Alfredo over, Dan. And then Verhaeghe, dude.
That sauce was thick.
And then, dude, I said about the Draisaitl 1T game 3.
Yeah.
Because we get a lot of comments, even like talking to the Chicklets boys, like, it's got to be up here. It's got to be up here.
Yeah.
And it does. It does. You're an NHL guy. You're a 50-goal guy. But Draisaitl hammered that one-timer. And it wasn't here, and he wishes it was here. And it's maybe here in a regular season game in a fucking throwaway game in Rochester. But he hit it. Verhaeghe, dude.
He got wood on it, right? He got
Verhaeghe, did you see that fucking apple cinnamon crumble muffin that he fucking flipped at fucking Stu Skinner? What in the fuck was that, dude? It literally looked like it looked like our sister's kid, our nephew. Just kidding, we don't have a nephew. I just wanted to give everyone, throw them for a loop for a second.
Dude, there was a moment there where a lot of fans were rattled.
I was fucking sister.
People were
Dude,
like, "There's
but that looked
another
like
one of you fucking idiots."
that looked like someone trying to hit their first 1T ever, and it's all fucking whip, flippy floppy,
Oh,
all
dude.
wrists, and it's fucking tumbleweeding over at Skinner. It was so tumbly that Skinner almost missed it because he was like, "What in the fuck was that, dude?"
And CP,
I
I hate to take shit away from people like that play when we were watching. Again, Rogers went nuts in that play because again that was 2-1, guys. Like,
but, dude,
2-0 Oilers, unbelievable tip by Tarasenko to make it 2-1, and then
then
that play happens. You got
now
a
you're dead.
2-on-1 with a couple of killers, Bennett and Verhaeghe, and
Now
everyone.
you're dead.
The just collective breath hold in Rogers in that moment was palpable, and I was like, oh my god. And in the moment when Skinner made the save, we were all like, holy shit. And then you see the replay to see that Verhaeghe didn't hit it with his purse. He hit it with his fucking clutch, dude. That was just the most wrist flopped toe pick I've ever seen. I was like, ooh,
Warm
dude.
blueberry, dude. Microwave 20 seconds, not too long, or you overdo it. Gets too spongy. A
Muffy.
perfect 20-second microwave blueberry muffin into Skinner's
Muffy.
glove. Not the
Brutal.
time, sir, in game 4.
No, brutal piece on that one. So
listen, I'm not stressing if you're Florida. This is fucking over. I said it before. I'll say it again. It's over. Brutal game, clown show. You said it at the top. But I'm so fucking glad we saw an Oilers win, to be honest with you. That's my whole analysis.
Dude, like being able to be here and like I said, top 5 barn in the league, top
Incredible.
5 city, hockey
Fans,
city in the league.
Like, fans.
These fans are so fucking cool. It's so fun being here, being in that arena, being with these people, seeing them get a win, being back in the cup for the first time since 2006. Like, truly, what a dream.
Yep.
I don't know, dude. I'm not confident about 5. That was a beatdown, and that gives a lot of confidence. You got Nuge on the board. You got McDavid on the board. You got Nursey on the board. Like, we're live now. So
no, we're not.
My big thing is this, dude.
We on tape delay.
This isn't a cakewalk. This is not a cakewalk. This
yes,
is not a, oh, yeah, it's
get the
game
cake
5,
out.
Panther.
It's over. The cake is bring out the cake. Take the cake. Put a leash on a piece of cake and take it for a walk, dude.
Take it for a walk.
And walk it right around fucking sunrise. It's over.
I don't think it's a cakewalk. I love what the Oilers are doing. I love the life. So we're going to head down to fucking Florida tomorrow. Sunrise. Your boys are back.
Let's fucking go.
Like, your boys are back. You know that you were bummed out that we didn't come to 1 and 2. We were too, but we always knew that this was in the works. So we're coming back, and we're going straight to fucking Elbow Room, and we got action on the fucking line. So the squad is coming back to our home. At the end of the day, CP, I do think Netters is kind of a Florida vibe. Like, we've embraced Florida. So
I love Florida, dude.
Here we go. We're coming to Florida. We will see you fucking tomorrow. And Edmonton fans, we're back, baby. Like, I don't give a shit if you lose in 5. We're back. Like, we've got more hockey, and that's what we all want always. So, what a fight. What a fucking game. What a show. It was a rodeo. Mm-hmm. It was a P.T. Barnum production. And I bought my ticket, and I will come back next time with all of the fucking elephants, all of the lions jumping through hoops, and the trapeze artists, because that was one hell of a time. We're heading down to Florida now. We'll see you at Elbow Room. We'll see you in Sunrise. And until then,
skate fucking hard.